My name is Yukako Uchinaga. I'm so pleased to have a chance to talk about my experience and my, learning in my life. And my background is physics. I graduated Tokyo University Physics, and I joined IBM as the development engineer. And finally, I'm going up to the IBM Corporation Vice President of the Asia Pacific Technical Operation, which has the all responsibility of the Asia Pacific development, research, and manufacturing located in Tokyo. And also, I was the first woman executive, the board member of IBM Japan, as a senior managing director of IBM Japan. That was the first time in Asia and also Japan's IBM. That was 1995. And after this, my experience, and I started the non-profit organization, JWIN, Japan Women's Innovative Network. The purpose of this organization is to improve or promote women's advancement in the business society. I don't care in general, I'm just focusing on the business. Because, for example, in Japan, even the government is talking about the importance of the diversity, the government promoting the women's advancement, but the actual improvement is usually done by the big company. So then I started this organization, and the members of this organization is a Japanese big companies. Up to 120 very famous top-level Japanese companies are a member of this organization. And the purpose of this organization is to promote diversity in the Japanese company itself, because this is a source of the innovation in a Japanese company. So these numbers, this picture shows the, by the way, the activity itself is to promote the mindset or to change the mindset of the women employee in the 120 Japanese company to change to, challenging the higher position and challenging to the top position. So these kind of the mind change, I promoted and I recommended more than 14 years. And eventually, the aluminum is going up to the 3,000. So, of course, not only this member is not only science and STEM background, but also the general management background women. But I also want to focus on improvement of the STEM background women to growing up to the higher position like me. So because my background is clearly the scientist, but eventually the advantage of the scientist was give me the great opportunity in IBM, in Japan, and also in IT industry. So that is my quick introduction of my background, and also I'm very pleased to have a chance to talk about my experience in this panel discussion. Thank you.
I'm Yuri from Mitsubishi Research Institute. It's an honor to join this panel discussion. Let me introduce Mitsubishi Research Institute. We was established in 1970 to commemorate the 100 years anniversary of Mitsubishi Group. So next year, 2020, is our 50 years anniversary. And we are usually We are characterized by being strong in science and technology. Of nearly 800 researchers, 70 have master's degrees or higher in science and technology. Next, Let me introduce myself. I'm Rikejo. Rikejo is a Japanese word, a woman with a background in science and technology. Uchinaga-san is also Rikejo, and many of today's panelists are Rikejo, I think. And I myself have a PhD in civic learning. And I have 10 years career as a general manager of MRI. And my responsibility includes urban development, data science, AI service development, and open innovation. Now I manage the R&D of MRI. What I'm most interested in is the third point. What I'm most interested in now is how to solve societal issues through technology and innovation. If anyone is interested, please let us talk after this panel discussion. Anyway, I look forward to today's discussion. Thank you.
So, thank you for the invitation. My name is Marine Neillon, so you can hear I'm French. Just a little bit about my background. I studied engineering. I have a master engineering in electronics and computer science. And when I finished, I moved to Germany and I started to work for Daimler, for Mercedes-Benz trucks in various functions. And after 13 years in Germany, I moved to Japan 5 years ago. Still for Daimler, Truck Asia, working on Mitsubishi Fuso, Truck and Bus Corporation. I'm here director, head of Lifecycle Management and Strategy. And what are we doing? Product project, product strategy, also responsible for connectivity, e-mobility, and a strategy of the company. Why it's important also today to be here. I think about when I was sitting and hear what I heard today. When I took this job at Fuso, I heard, wow, that's the first time we have a woman at this level in the history of Mitsubishi Fuso Truck and Bus Corporation. And I was quite shocked because I had not the impression that I was special. I think if I can do it, probably everybody can do it, and it seems it's not the case. And I try to understand why it's not the case, and I think we got some hints today, and I'm very much looking forward to the discussion afterwards.
Hello, my name is Yasuko Nagamatsu, working at L'Oréal R&I in Japan. Let me introduce briefly myself and the company. Myself is born in Kyushu, the South Island is located in south of Japan. And education is done in Kyushu. My background is molecular biology of the master degrees. And after my education, I had a chance to go to France. I got a scholarship, so I moved to France for the first time. It changed my life. And after coming back to France, I joined to L'Oréal R&I, located here in Tokyo. And after several years, there was another chance to go to France to keep my research on the photo protection in 2012 to 2014. And again, I came back to 2014, and since then, I keep working to develop the innovative products for the skincare until now. In this past professional life, I had a chance to have a small baby in between. Let me explain very short key figures for the L'Oréal company. It is established in 1909 by the French chemist called Eugène Schroeder. So, and now it's #1 cosmetic group company in the worldwide. We can see that's a big figure on the sales, and the business operation is more than 150 countries and the region with 36 brands everywhere in the world. In terms of research, we have 21 research centers distributed into the world, with 3 centers in France, and we are in the 6th regional pole US, Japan, China, Brazil, India, and South Africa. And I'm located in Japan, regional pole of the R&I. So R&I research and innovation in Japan is established in 1983. We have more than 35 years of the histories. So we have more than 200 employees. In our organization, diversity is really implemented. Not only the gender equality, men and women, but also the different nationality. We have more than 30% of the foreigners working together with us. In terms of category, we have skincare, makeup, hair care, and hair color division, and we have the research from upstream to downstream together with the product evaluation teams. So I'm so excited to have this panel session to discuss with all the people about how we can improve women in science in the future.
Hello everyone. I'd like to introduce myself briefly. I was born in Japan and I went to university in Japan, and I moved to Canada for my PhD in physical chemistry. And I enjoyed so much of diversity culture in Canada. When I came back to Japan to look for a job, I wanted to work in a multinational environment, and that's how I found Beate. So AFT today is operating in 80 countries with 66,000 employees with 150 nationalities. And this is what I really appreciate and enjoy working in this company. And I have a couple of things in my career which may be rather unique, is that throughout my career over several years in the company, I worked in the domain of electronics. And I moved from R&D to business 3 times. And during those years, I had an opportunity to see what was born in R&D activity within my team. Eventually became a $1 million business over the 15 years. And I was able to be involved in the different phases of that business development. And from there, but I think I'm not going through my slide, but I see that diversity is a part of the pillars the gender is one of the pillars of diversity, which is really necessary in innovative community. And I also have some of my personal comments on how we can improve more involvement of women. So this is not the company's representation, but my own experience also from my colleagues who work with me or in different phases of my career, the female colleagues. I asked them how they started their careers and how they found their careers. And there are several things I kind of noticed that there's a moment of introduction to science, engineering, technology community, which is not necessarily in science freak girls or guys. Very different way of being introduced to the science, technology, and engineering. And also, I found that the early stage, the skill development in early stage is very important, especially for women. Not only for scientific knowledge, but for scientific development. Communication is really important. And also, recently, as I coach younger researchers or younger employees or female employees, I found that the project management capability is really important. And apart from coaching, mentoring, networking, I think this is all what we discussed. But also I'd like to say something about the career models in the STEM innovation community. That is not just being a scientist or just being an engineer. There are different ways to contribute in the innovation community. I found a very good IT attorney who had a good knowledge of the science and technology who really helped to acquired good patents, and also found some good female managers who managed to lead to the innovations. So I think we should not kind of stereotype the career of women in the STEM community, and I think we can find different ways to open the windows to having them.
Good evening, everyone. It's a great honor to be here, and I guess I have two things in common here for this meeting. First, I was born in Europe. I'm from Germany. And second, I'm a woman. And that's a fact, actually, I had not realized when I grew up in Germany. So my background is I'm a physician. I studied medicine in Germany at various places, last in Marburg, this very picturesque, beautiful, romantic student city, and then went to work first at the National Bone Marrow Donor Center, where stem cells were made available for patients, for blood cancer patients, because this is what I was working, or what I had learned at the hospital. So I did this for a year, and then after a total of being a physician working at the hospital, I actually really got the chance of getting out. And that was the first time I actually realized that I'm a woman. Because before, honestly speaking, going to high school, I liked math. No one inhibited me liking math. I went to med school. No one really, I didn't realize that I'm a woman. There were actually many women. But when it came to this career jump, and this is where I think I can relate to the V figure he was showing, the diagram. So when the career went up, then all of a sudden I realized, excuse me, I'm a woman. Okay. 10 women, 10 guys could go abroad, and I needed someone very big to ask my boss to let me go abroad. So that was the first time. And I ended up in New York. Diversity pure. I have to say, I loved it. I spent 5 years there and forgot about my gender. I just loved being with people from all over the world, talking their mind, thinking what they wanted to, and just trying to do great science. And from New York, I came to Tokyo. And I came to Tokyo with the strong belief that I can do science anywhere in the world. This was my mindset after New York. It doesn't matter where you go, you can do science. There's a pipette, there's a clean bench, so you can buy a medium, you can do science. And I became, I worked in a science lab and got the chance basically to be in a governmental program supporting young scientists. So I was governmentally funded, which helped me a lot for a certain period of time. I was to become independent and 10-year program from the government, and that was all great. And the next time I really realized I'm a woman was when my son was born. But I guess that is a common theme. So, and I stayed at the University of Tokyo in doing science for 14 years, and this April I moved to Juntendo University. And I think, so this was my group, and you can see very small, but half of them were women. And I can tell you that every single woman working with me stayed in science. So what does this tell me? I'm a great PI? I don't think so. But we need to, so I work on stem cells for cancer. And the stem cell, which makes all the cells in the body, needs to go and make tissue cells. And they need support. The environment is important. The stem cells, and I think this was what the former speaker was talking about, this equality to zero, is the environment is the important part. It's not the woman, it is where this student is located and what he can do. And leaving this, I think we should help protect our half of the population. Thank you.